Welcome to the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online with your host, Dervan Malcolm.
Standing by studio, let's go. I shall return again. I shall return to laugh and love and watch with wonder eyes at golden noon the forest fires burn, wafting their blue-black smoke to sapphire skies. I shall return to loiter by the streams that bathe the brown blades of the bending grasses and realize once more my thousand dreams of waters rushing down the mountain passes. I shall return to hear the fiddle and fife of village dances, dear delicious tunes that stir the hidden depths of native life, stray melodies of dim remembered runes. I shall return again to ease my mind of long, long years of pain. It's all right. Touch up the volume a little, let me hear what it really sounds like. Okay, let's check it. Okay. Yeah. It's all lowercase. Let's go studio. The inimitable voice of the late Pluto Shervington, who left us yesterday. Ayman Barnia. Our condolences to the family, friends, colleagues, neighbors, fans of the late Pluto Shervington, who straddled both Jamaica and the diaspora. The Jamaican Diaspora Live Online here on Power 106 FM, as we come to you live from Travelers Beach Resort in Negril, the capital of casual. And looking forward to your full participation throughout today's edition of the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello to Angela, who is back in cold Toronto, Canada. And she says, R.I.P. Pluto. Beverline in Toronto, Canada says, good morning and happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday to you too. Beverline, thank you very much for tuning in to the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. It is a special edition, as you heard. We continue to feature the life-saving work of the Jaja Foundation, Jamaicans Abroad, helping Jamaicans at home. And you too can become a part of the movement that is Jaja Foundation, impacting lives at home and abroad. And so we look forward to engaging in discussions with members of the Jaja Foundation team who are up and running and ready to go as we listen to the sounds of the waves rushing to shore here at Travelers Beach Resort in Negril. And we have to be careful when it comes on to some Jamaicans. If you say Negril, Westmoreland, they take offense because for them, Negril is also in Hanover, yes. And so you know how it is. You know how it is. All right. So this place called Negril has its own history and the famous white sand beach and all that comes with this place, Negril. It's a small, widely dispersed beach resort and town located in Westmoreland and Hanover parishes at the far western part of Jamaica, 80.8 kilometers, 50.2 miles southwest from Sangster International Airport in the friendly city, Montego Bay. And the history goes back. The name Negril is a shortened version of Negrijo, which means little black one, Negrijo, as it was originally named by the Spaniards in 1494. A theory holds that because there was a vast population of black eels, E-E-L-S, along Negril's coast, the Spaniards called the area Anguilla Negra, which was shortened to Negrijo, and then to Negril. Negril's development as a resort location began during the late 1950s through access to the area. Well, access to the area proved difficult as ferries were required to drop off passengers in Negril Bay. So just thought we'd give you a bit of the history, and we stand by to speak with our guests on location here in Negril. The founder and CEO of Jaja Foundation is already up and running. The liaison here in Jamaica for Jaja Foundation is also ready to go, Karen Shields. And the others, well, they'll get up eventually. Ready when you are. Dr. Dixon seems to be warming up. It's a little cold here, or a little chilly. But of course, we are getting ready. Right, so the development of Negril really started back in the 1950s. The development of modern day Negril, perhaps we should say. And though access to the area proved difficult as ferries were required to drop off passengers in Negril Bay, forcing them to wade to shore. Most vacationers would rent rooms inside the homes of Jamaican families. This was before Airbnb. For those who think that Airbnb is anything new, back in the 50s, though access to the area proved difficult as ferries were required to drop off passengers in Negril Bay, forcing them to wade to shore, wade in the waters. Most vacationers would rent rooms inside the homes of Jamaican families. The more things change, the more they remain the same. Because there was no Airbnb back then, but we were practicing Airbnb. So there you go. Such is the nature of the history. And so most vacationers would rent rooms inside the homes of Jamaican families or would pitch tents in their yards. Daniel Connell was the first person to create more conventional vacation lodging for these flower children when he set up the first guest house in Negril, Palm Grove. The area's welcoming and hospitable reputation grew over time, and the first of many resorts was constructed in the mid to late 1960s. The first hotel in Negril was the Yacht Club by Mary's Bay on the West End. When the road between Montego Bay and Negril was improved in the early 1970s, it helped to increase Negril's status as a resort location. It was a two-lane paved road that ran approximately 100 yards or 91 meters from two white coral sand beaches at the southern end of which was a small village. The long paved road from the village ran north to Green Island, home to many of the Jamaican workers in Negril, and was straight enough to double as a runway for small airplanes. There's more from Travelers Beach Hotel here in Negril after the break.
You're listening to 106 FM. The time is now
15 minutes past 6 o'clock in the morning here on location at Travelers Beach Resort in Negril, Jamaica, which means it's 3:15 a.m. in Los Angeles, California.
Walk into Marjan's Pharmacy and feel better. The service is clearly different. They offer pregnancy, blood sugar and blood pressure tests, over-the-counter and prescription drugs. They accept all major health, debit and credit cards with discounts on all cash prescriptions. Call Martin's Pharmacy 876-703-6335.
No, there's the 8 to 8:15, which is yeah, 8 to 8:15 is what's her name? Karen Chen. And 8:15 there's usually an interview Diaspora Connect 8:15 to 8:30. And everything else is available from
between 8 to 8:30, then I would say. Because
yeah.
8 to 8:45, actually. Because if you have an 8:30, that would be 16 minutes.
No man, this would be yours as well. 8:30.
Okay.
But this is just one segment, 8:15 to 8:30. Let's go, studio. Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. We're live at Travelers Beach Resort here in Negril. And we are with Team Jaja Foundation, Jamaicans Abroad, helping Jamaicans at home. And Angela says, no, sir, I'm still on the rock. So she's not back in Toronto, Canada yet. She's enjoying Jamaica. Arnett, who I believe is in, she's in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. She says, good morning, Mr. Malcolm. Good morning. Good morning, Arnett, or I should say, bonjour, Annette. Arnett, ça va? J'espère que tout va bien avec toi. Hein? I hope that all is well with you. And Angela, still in Jamaica, from Toronto, asking she says, was in Negril for a few days the other day. Yes, we know Angela. She has been on a tour of sorts. Gordon A. Charlene says, good morning to everyone from the cold, in capital letters, cold New York City. 18 degrees, Dr. Trevor Dixon tells us. 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Gordon A. Charlene says, thank you to the Jaja Foundation for your work. Grace Shim is online as well. She says, happy Saturday, Mr. Malcolm. A cold, cold greeting from the west sun coast of Sarasota, Florida. This weekend is shaping up to be a record-breaking one for snow and plummeting temperatures. Jamaica, man, miss the warm breeze of home. Stay warm, walk good. Thank you very much, Grace Shim, and you do likewise. Arnett Morgan says, we are 14 degrees Celsius here in Montreal, Quebec this morning. But keep warm, Mr. Malcolm, says Arnett. Grace Shim says, no stream, technical difficulties. What? What are you talking about? Remote broadcast is hard. I don't know. We're streaming as far as I'm aware. As far as I'm aware. But anyway, let's see. Angela says, I, in capital letters, do not miss the cowl, in reference to the temperatures she left back in Canada. And let's see, Judith Oliver Wolf says, greetings, Dervan, Malcolm, and fans. Happy weekend, everyone. Be safe, peaceful, positive vibes. And that's Judith Oliver Wolf. Good morning, blessings. Watching from New York, says Judith Oliver Wolf. Good to have you on board. Thank you very much. And all the very best as we continue with more here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com. It's been a very busy week and a fulfilling one as far as the Jaja Foundation is concerned. They continue to play their part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race, as our national pledge says, but pass and christening picnic first. And if you think something is wrong with that, just remember what we're told on the aircraft preparing for takeoff, the instructions. In the event of a drop in cabin pressure or something like that, oxygen masks will drop, but remember to put on your mask before helping others. And that's exactly what Jaja Foundation has long done. So there you go. All right, so we're standing by to hear from the team, the Jaja team. And if you're just tuning in, welcome. We're at Travelers Beach Resort in Negril, Westmoreland. And feel free to share with us what's happening where you are. Where are you and how are you? As the late Charles Hyatt would say. Where are you and how are you? 876-922-4112-5. 876-922-4112-5. And already, well, long before we got here, the team, members of the team here at Travelers Beach Resort were up and ready. And they have long started the work and making sure that they are ready to receive the guests and see to the best interest of the guests. And that's exactly what they have been doing. So we thank them for the hospitality and this is, they're used to it in terms of making sure that they're here ahead of time and things work out exactly how they should. So that is the situation. And I want to give you, our faithful listeners at home